Welcome to my tarot card reading for March 2019, Virgo, and this is Manu Tarot. Let's start immediately with your reading, my dear Virgo. We have Yansa, Hekwa, we have Oshumare, we have Elegwa, and right next to it we have the Three of Cups, Pluto, Cancer, and the Lovers, Mercury, Gemini, and the North Node. Okay. Notice that these three cards are upside down. So this is an emphasis on analysis, reanalysis, is thinking, rethinking, introspection. There's a lot of introspection, a lot of analysis, a lot of thinking. Okay, you're going to be analyzing yourself during this month, and if you don't do that, then you should. This is a time for thinking, analyzing. It's not a time for action. It's a time to technically be a noun, not a verb, okay, or an adjective. But it's not time to be a verb. Got it? That's technically what the tarot cards are saying. The tarot cards are saying that it's going to be a time of important decisions, and that's why you need to think. That's why you need to analyze. That's why you need to rethink and reanalyze, because you're going to be put against the wall. Okay? Not everyone has the same life. We all have different circumstances, but more or less the common denominator is that there are going to be choices presented to us, and we need to make a choice. Left, right, north, south, east, west. Okay, but you cannot stay where you are. You have to move, because that's what the Three of Cups saying. You have to, in order to grow, you need to compromise. Okay, you have to learn to let go. Okay, what is not useful at this moment, you have to let it go. You have to shed your skin and grow. Okay, that's what is this all about. There's going to be doors that are going to be closed, but as a door closes, you know that another one is going to be open. So keep that in mind. Okay. I think I said everything. Remember that during March, Mercury starts its way retrograde. So at this point, it just started retrograde. I'm a little bit behind with Virgo and Capricorn, because I usually do my horoscopes a month in advance, and I just found out that two were missing, and I'm doing them. Anyway, going back, now let's pay attention to the month. How is going to evolve, if we can call it like that. And the first week of the month, we have here a card that is letting us know that there's going to be, this is a week of failures, if you want to call it like that, of setbacks, failures, setbacks, things that are not going to work. Therefore, this is a time for analyzing and thinking about your past, what you can learn from it. Okay, this is a time for analyzing, introspection, meditation, all that kind of stuff. You're going to be very self-critic about yourself. Perhaps you're going to be a little bit harsh, but just keep in mind, this is a month for you to analyze so you can learn, growth, and move on. Okay, that's technically is this month, but especially these first 7 days is all about that. By the second week of the month, it is a little bit more different, even though it's attached to this. We have to take under consideration, this card could be interpreted in many different ways, depending on your interpretation. The problem is that you also have to take under consideration the common denominator, the main topic, and also this card here, this one and this one, so it also have to match the meaning of this one. So therefore we have here oh yeah, and then we have here the Lovers, and here you're presented with a choice. Here you're presented with an opportunity, if you can call it like that. That could be traveling, that could be teaching, any opportunity, because it's related with Mercury. So anything related with Mercury, it is contemplating this card, meaning communication, transportation, traveling here and there, that kind of stuff might be in the formula. But again, choices and choices. You are against the wall. That's why you need to think about the past. So now that you are presented with this possible opportunity, or I don't know how I can call it, but I will call it opportunity, and you have to think, analyze what you can do, how you can do it, ask those questions. Okay, like I said, the first week is not a good week for anything. Don't make loans, don't make major purchases. It might not work. Don't give the signature to anyone during this first week, because it's not going to work. And the third week, if you forgot about it, then the month is going to remind you that it's not going to work either. So if you decided to do something about it this week, it's not going to work by the third week, and you're going to understand why. This also could mean, very simple, that a possible divorce for some of you is a possibility. Remember, we're talking about promises, contracts that you made, and some way, somehow you were not able to keep that promise, like marriage, and it comes to an end. This is talking about relationships, contracts that come to an end. It could mean not necessarily person to person. It could be organization. It could be, if you're self-employed, it could be that your business terminates a contract with X, Y, or Z company, or vice versa. Okay, he's talking about something that comes to an end. Therefore, I will keep everything simple. Don't elaborate too much. Don't spend too much money, because you might be wasting the money. Okay, remember, we have the star here, so even though it looks like a failure for some of you, it's not really a failure. There's lesson there to learn, things to grow from, and it's also bringing you hope. It's letting you know that it's not the end. By the last week of the month, we have the Ace of Wands, and then here the tarot cards are letting you know that life is technically building a new beginning. A new cycle starts. The North Node, a new trajectory in your life is delineated. A new door might open. Okay, growth, expansion now is possible by the end of the month. But you have to keep in mind that it sounds like you were shook. Something shook you up. Something hit you, if you want to call it like that. Something slapped you in the face, and it opened up your eyes. But at the same time, it left you defenseless. It left you I think that the right word would be defenseless. Some of you might feel a little bit depressed. It is possible, but the interpretation that I'm making in here is because there's going to be growth. You're going to kind of collapse, if you want to see it like that. But you have to go through that cycle, because you have to leave behind everything that is old in order to grow. Okay? Therefore, the lesson here is that you have to trust a higher power. You have to trust God, the universe, or whichever way you want to call it, that it will take control of your life and is going to guide you through this month, especially at the end of the month, making it adequate for the following month, April 2019. Okay? And that's all I have for you until the next one.